her toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. Steelers and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Here we go.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Black 20. No spacing.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
77.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Foreman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, here's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Carry for Foreman. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Foreman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Steps away to his left. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He's got him in. Corey Davis. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff to Miller. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Over!
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. Hot! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. Guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry now for Miller. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
He's to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jesse James, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever turn. Something to get you off to a quick start.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to lay one up, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That's caught by Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. And the blitz does come. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Over! Watch him now, Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Detroit! Gun!
Here's a give to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick.
Now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gun!
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch you now, Barney! Over!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Barber. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And the pitch goes to Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And the Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And this will be a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Jackson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll toss it to Miller. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Show that bench release and go.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Watch 98, watch 98, 98's Mike.
They'll run it again with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a he's got a man, complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 52 yards. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Charles, we saw a lot.
What they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans,